delighted to welcome back our political commentator, Wang Xue. Well, Mr. Wang, thanks very much for being with us here. And let's not forget that perhaps the biggest catch of them all, in some way, was also Bo Xilai, because that was part of the charges laid against him in his criminal trial. But let's take a look at the wider anti-corruption drive. So much has been said in the media, so much has been promised by this new administration. We're hearing huge numbers like 1.95 million tip-offs from the public. But when we get down to the actual content, has there been a fundamental shift in the culture and the way things are done here, which the government says is the first problem of all?
I think there's a quite obvious shift in the emphasis of combating corruption. And there are some highlights. First, Xi Jinping said we should combat both tigers and flies. Well, there are a lot of flies. Let's just mention the tigers. And last year, 8 senior officials at the ministerial level were already transferred after investigation by the disciplinary commission to the judicial organs. They will be tried. And another 8 are being investigated. That's quite obvious. And that's the biggest catch indeed since the reform and opening up. So that has given the people all over the country some confidence, and people feel optimistic about the future of combating corruption. And something new, and at the beginning of the year, about that time, the disciplinary commission, made 8 regulations for frugality. And at every important festivals, and some notices will be issued warning organization at different levels not to spend public money on private purposes. And the result is quite obvious. For instance, before the new year, and a notice was issued and to guard against and spending public money on calendar and the New Year greeting cards. And some people say in the business circle that the sales of those sort of things were reduced by 50% this year. And that involves some money. And the political significance would be even greater. And by the way, and online system combating corruption was also introduced. That has provided the disciplinary commission, with a lot of tip-offs. Yeah, so we feel, and